Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I have some paper squishies for you. I have actually done my nails and they've got strawberries on. I filmed it this morning, so hopefully I'll be able to edit that tonight and bring you that video tomorrow as well. Before I get started, I do want to remind you that I am still doing my Kickstarter. There's 5 days, pretty much 4 full days left of it for you to pre-order your shrimp enamel pin. If you do pre-order through the Kickstarter, you will also get free vinyl stickers and a few extra freebies in with your order. If you end up ordering 3 shrimp enamel pins, you will also get a free handmade shrimp charm, handmade by me, I might add. I had a fun time making those over the weekend, so yeah, I've added them as a little freebie. Or you can even pre-order a little handmade charm on my Kickstarter as well. I'm just trying to boost it at the moment. I'm really trying to get that second design of pin made, so if you'd love to support me, then act fast because I really need your support on this project. And yeah, you've got till Sunday to do that. So I did get some new supplies over the weekend to be making paper squishies. I got another set of the Arteza pens in the 100 pack. They didn't have these in stock last time, but they was back in stock and they had some brown shades in, which is why I have today's video. I also picked up a whole new load of tape from Poundland. This is the one that I use because it's not only cheap, it's also really clear. So yeah, the 5-pack one from Poundland is the one for me. And I also picked up some new Sharpie pens in there, just the black plain ones. They are £1 each. And what else did I get? Some new paper from Wilgo, which is just the plain printer paper. So that's my little supplies haul, and I'm just going to get stuck straight on into the paper squishies. So with all of my new pens, I like to do little swatches of all of the colours that I want to be using. So obviously I bought this packet to have the browns, so I picked out all of the brown looking pens and I just did loads of swatches with them. Some of them turned out completely different to what I thought that they were going to be. Like, they looked like a really nice warm brown and then they turned into a green when coming out, which I found really odd. So I was really happy that I did these swatches to begin with. One of the ones that really like baffled me was this one here. Like, I don't know what that one there's called, but it just completely baffled me. Like, it looked like a nice warm brown and it, like I said, it just came out green. So yeah, I like to swatch all of my colors, pick out a kind of color palette, make a new smaller swatch list, and then that's what I work off. So this is the swatch list that I ended up having. So it is the cantaloupe orange, the sapphire yellow, the yellow ochre, the caramel brown, the raw umber, and the hazelnut brown. Those 6 together I thought would be perfect for bread inspired paper squishies. So that is the video that I brought to you today. I did do some bread inspired memory foam squishies the other day, which turned out really nice. I really like them, just using my design of like the toast and the baguette that I like to do. So I thought that I would make them into paper squishies today, considering loads of people have been asking me to do that, and I thought that today I could with my new brown pens. So as you can see here, I'm using that I think this one here is the raw umber and then the yellow ochre inside, just to colour those bits in. Did all the outlines and stuff with the brown and then just coloured it in that colour. Once I had those shades all on there, I used a Sharpie pen just to do my face with. Like I said in the intro, I bought some new Sharpie pens over the weekend. I would always recommend using Sharpie or permanent marker over your felt tips, as this won't bleed into the felt tip. If you end up putting like a black felt tip over the wet felt tip, it will leak into it, if that makes any sense. Like, it will start to bleed and become messy. The way I like to put my highlights and stuff on things now is to tape down the first layer and then use some acrylic paint to paint on those details. I mixed up a medium shade of pink using a light pink and then a nice fuchsia colour, and I just painted on the tongue and the blush either side of the eyes as well. So I then set that to dry and then started on my second paper squishy. So this one here was the one that was inspired by the toast charm I've been making recently, and it just has a piece of butter on it. So I used the sapphire yellow colour and just put a little rounded square on there to mark out where I wanted the piece of butter to be. Then draw out the rough toast shape and use the darker brown again, that raw umber colour I do believe it is, and I did the outline of the crust of the toast. And then I used a slightly darker yellow colour. This one here is the cantaloupe orange, and I just shaded in the rest of the toast in that colour, avoiding the little bit of butter. I did go back in with the same colour to make like almost like a melting effect around the butter, just so it layered up and it looked like there was actually a melted bit of butter, which I thought was really cool. Like, as you can see there, oh yeah, bit of 3D effect going on. I tidied it all up up a bit with the brown, coloured it in a little bit more to darken that up because I felt like it just needed something a little bit more deeper. And then again I used my black Sharpie pen to draw on the face like I always recommend, because you don't want that black colour to bleed into the artwork that you've just made. So I coloured all that in, put my tape over it, added my highlights again with the acrylic paint on the bamboo skewer. You can use a dotting tool of course, but I just used a bamboo skewer. And I then painted on the mouth, like the inside of the mouth, making it as a tongue, and the blush either side of the eyes as well. I also added a little highlight to the butter, just using some white acrylic paint because I thought this would give it a nice glaze, just to set it apart a little bit more. For the third and final design, I didn't really know what to do. I wanted to make 3 squishies today, but I was just unsure, and I was going to go with a 3D loaf of bread, but I thought I might make that one in a separate video so that I could really go through it nice and slow so that I can give you a proper like tutorial of how I would do that. But for the third one, I decided on a bagel. It didn't turn out the best, don't really like it that much, which is why I've sped it right up and I've put it right at the end. I just drew a circle, another circle in the middle, coloured it in with that brown colour, and then used a white kind of clear blender to like bring out some highlights and make it a little bit lighter in the centre. It does make a difference in person, but really on camera you can't really see it, so don't know why I did that. I put on the face in the exact same way down the bottom, covered it in tape, added the highlights and the kind of mouth and the blush section. I also added a little bit of highlight to like the top of the bagel part just to give it a bit of extra like dimension. I'm not sure about this one. This is probably my least favourite paper squishy I've made in a little while, because to be honest you can't really tell what it is. It just looks like a brown CD or DVD or something. But I tried, and that's the main thing. So once I had all 3 of my paper squishy designs kind of done and like taped up and stuff, I then let all that paint dry and then just turned them into the paper squishies. So I cut around all of the excess, leaving a little tab on the folded bit, and then just taking some clear tape, I wrapped that around all of the edges to make sure that they were all like sealed, and then cut off that excess bit where it was folded over, keeping it all in place. And then I was left with like kind of like a little bag to fill up with the memory foam kind of stuffing mixture in there, and that is what's gonna make your paper squishy, obviously, because it's the paper squishy. So I use toy stuffing and a mixture of memory foam or just normal foam, just whatever I've been making squishies out of. I just use the bits that I kind of cut off my other squishies just to reuse, recycle and make them into something cute. So yeah, I just stuffed my paper squishies with them. I know lots of other people have different kind of fillings and stuff, like tissue paper, shredded different paper, bits of wool, bits of offcuts of felt. I don't really know, like loads of things, but I find the best thing for me is just offcuts of memory foam because I always have that, and toy stuffing as well. So this is what my paper squishy bagel looks like. I mean, it's just okay. I'm not 100% convinced by it. I don't really like the design that much, so just can't throw that. The second one is the baguette. Really like this one. I think it's adorable. I think, to be honest, I could have made it a little bit bigger, a little bit chunkier to make it more slow rising, but I really like its face. I mean, just look at it, it's so cute. And then the toast. the toes. Look at that, so cute. I really like this one. I like the butter effect. I think it looks really cute. It's nice and chunky, so it feels nice in your hands. Again, it just could be a little bit more slow rising for my taste, but I'm really happy overall with how they've turned out. So anyway, that is the end of today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Let me know which one of the 3 paper squishies was your favourite. I will of course be back tomorrow to show you how I did these little strawberry nails. Yeah, if you can, then please do support me on my Kickstarter, like I say, on all of my videos at the moment. That's going to be stopping this Sunday. So yeah, hopefully I will see you again tomorrow for another video. Bye!